Where's Mew?
Who wants to explain to him why I don't have an arm? Because I would prefer it not to be me. Are you good? Are you falling asleep?
Have they not slept?
I don't know.
I slept plenty.
Good.
Jeez.
Get back to it then.
Do you know how to fix an arm that I can't feel?
That she got cut with a magic blade.
Have you seen medical?
We've
I
tried.
don't think medical will help.
Yeah, there isn't anything actually physically wrong with it.
Daniel got hit by it too.
Can he still feel?
I had a.
I don't know.
No, I can't feel
man.
anything. Yeah.
What about Daniel? If he got hit by it as well?
I don't know. He's been complaining about seasickness.
Daniel, were you hit by the same magical weapon that they were hit by? That has made them lose feeling in their arm?
Weapon.
My arm's currently rotting away.
I didn't see what.
I'm gonna go find ice.
Mew.
Have you lost feeling in any part of your body that was struck by a weapon?
Mew, but I haven't lost feeling now.
Okay.
Just feel pain.
Well, in that case, could be anything.
Let me know, okay?
Hi.
I've been remembering the past.
I'm Ari.
So you just can't feel any of your arm?
No, it's kind of also losing color. I'd say it's dead.
How badly was it cut?
Full on, like through. It was a blade that just went straight through my arm.
And how was it treated?
From here, I tried potion. Someone tried magical healing. Both didn't work.
I would suggest surgery, but it might be too late because you didn't try that yet. That would have been the first thing to do if your arm was cut straight like that.
It's not like we had anyone who could do anything like that. No
If
one
it's
knew
still
how to do any
attached to you and
medical
it's still
potion.
receiving blood circulation, then it shouldn't be dead. But you might have screwed up your only chance at keeping that arm, unfortunately. So. Also, you're not wearing the gloves.
Oh, I totally should be. Hold on.
You're totally wearing the gloves.
I'm totally wearing the gloves. Yeah, I'm totally wearing the gloves.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Gloves are there.
It big. Look,
There you go.
it big is back. It big is back.
You
Big.
think he could
It's a
just
jot
rip it
now.
off?
We're not going to
Let's
do
not do
that.
that.
It'd be better if then you'll probably lose even more arm. Also, you should try and get it fixed.
I was gonna go get ice.
I mean,
Ice. You can't feel it. I don't. Just go. I think we have a surgeon
Kind of like.
and a necromancer. Seek either one, please.
oh,
A necromancer?
Yes, they use the
Maybe.
flesh.
Here comes one now.
What do you mean? Here comes one
We
now.
have some newer members.
Great.
We have
Okay.
some newer members. They need to be
Right.
introduced. And
Hello.
Right. Okay. Sure.
I'm sorry.
Do you know how? My arm is
What am
completely
I-
limp.
They can't feel their arm.
Ah,
Graying out.
And it's losing, it's starting to discolor. Just please
I'll-
get them help before it
do
has to
what
be
I can.
amputated. Welcome to the Eliphas Guild House. I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay here.
you might
Hello.
have to try something else.
Yes, I'm Earhart.
Erhard.
My name's Adrian.
Attempting.
Erhard and Adrian.
Man, I did
Welcome.
nothing.
I'll keep your names in the back of my mind.
It was more toward my type of healing magic.
What exactly are you looking to do here
Guy who tried to do
before
it.
I continue?
I guess I can try my own.
Zach did
Um,
mention
Magic. Learn how to use it, control it, all that fun stuff.
So you're interested in becoming a member, or specifically a recruit?
Yeah, yeah.
You as well, or are you just visiting?
Let me try this real quick.
I'd like to join, yes.
Please leave.
Okay, 2 new potential recruits.
I would like my arm fixed.
May I at least try this to fix whatever
No, you may
happened?
not.
I understand.
Great.
I'm gonna go find my team.
They're having interpersonal issues right now.
Hey, you're a senior, right?
For the time being, I'll give you a tour and we'll figure out how you actually officialize yourself as recruits in a bit, assuming you're serious. Great, there's a doctor.
Leave the area, please.
Never mind, doctor's leaving.
Do we
Well,
follow
I
you?
suppose we should follow.
Leave.
Benra, take them somewhere private. Don't just hog the street.
Are you on a tour right now, Zacharias?
Yes, these 2 need a tour. First things first, this is where the recruits live.
All right.
This is where, assuming you join, you'll be finding a place to stay. I don't know what you know, but I'll go over some
House is
basics.
for- oh, sorry.
Well, these are houses. Recruit, recruit, recruit. All the seniors live over there in the little private property next to the blacksmithing area and the well. Aren't we lucky? I'll give you a quick description of the guild in case you haven't gotten that already. There are members of the guild. You start as a recruit, you rank up as you progress. You specifically join a team. Once you're on a team, you'll be sent out on missions depending on what your team is capable of, not necessarily about what's fair.
All right.
So, find the right team.
H-
You'll make your way through, yes.
How many teams are there?
sorry.
I have no clue.
Okay.
Like 4?
Alright, when you're done,
Maybe
do you wanna meet
3.
us in the library?
Sure, if I can find it at this point. This place has had so much reconstruction and remodeling over the last, like, 4 days. Maybe 2 weeks, I don't even know.
It's right through that portal.
Oh, right, okay.
When you're done.
Everything's been changing lately. The guild, I don't know where it's getting its money from at this point, because we are not doing too well. But, building, homes, that's all there is over here. These are the portal systems. You go through these, you go somewhere else around the property, but you can also walk there. For example, the red portal just leads down that way, but it's a fairly... could be a couple-minute trek to a couple-second, depending on how fast you are. Either way, the portal will be faster. Green portal leads somewhere. Orange
Alright.
portal leads somewhere. Really, the best way to figure things out is to just go through. Out there leads
Would there be a
away from the
portal on
guild.
other end back?
Yes, there's a portal on the way back. You come out one end, you come out the other. It doesn't just pop you into existence. You walk through. And then you're somewhere else.
Okay.
Not like teleportation, more like doorways, I would describe it. Yeah, through red is generally where all the fighting is down that way. There's a fairly open section of combat. Down here, I can show you. You've already seen the docks. That's had major reconstruction over the last couple days. Much more impressive, trust me. It was really shit before. Windmill. Does wind things. There's the well. The senior homes.
Why don't
A couple of recruits and possibly a member. Honestly, I haven't kept track of who's what rank anymore because it doesn't really make a difference. They act the same either way. Over here, the blacksmith will be on the right, I believe. Yes. I think... I don't... It might have moved. They might have moved the blacksmith. No, that's relatively right. I think... We used to have hats. I think the hats are gone. I think they took away our fucking hats. Great. That's new.
Oh.
I have no idea what's in there, but I assume it's a forge.
Probably.
There used to be a really nice hat stand right here, but it's been replaced with another home because of accommodations. Maybe they're around here somewhere, who knows. Yeah, that's the weapons forge. In there, weapons forge. I feel like these stairs are backwards.
I agree.
Not following the construction, I see.
They haven't built the steps up yet. It's fine. Just climb. Down here, you have all your weapons needs. Just don't take anything without telling someone if you're not going to return it. Sure, it's fine. If you do return it, find the blacksmith at some point, wherever the hell they may be. Here's an axe. What weapons do you use?
I use a sword.
Short sword.
I as well. A bastard sword.
Alright. That'll work. Plenty of sword users here. Plenty of people who can help you train in that as well if you need it. Let's see. Watch your step. Trying to think about any notable locations to show you, but honestly, it's pretty dull. Pretty much the same. Over there's where some important people live, like Fenrir, and I think Jameson lives there as well. I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, they come and go.
Alright.
Those two are the people who currently run the guild. Though I'm not sure we have an official administrator, just Fenrir standing in.
Alright. And that was the guy on the road?
Yes, the guy on the road with the pointy ears and the green. That was Fenrir. He's very nice.
That's interesting. Alright.
His damn pointy ears. Every time I look at him, I feel strange. Over this way we have recruit, member, senior, recruit, member, recruit, member. I don't know who the fuck those three people are, and honestly, I'm kind of scared.
Yes, but
Yes, we're giving a tour. You wanna?
They look like these
embassy
I've-
person.
I've given.
Oh.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna watch my wording then. So I've given a tour of over there, and I've given a tour of there. You want to join me to give the rest of the tour? Because honestly,
Yeah.
I don't have enough thought process. So if you want to do some of the talking,
Yeah.
recently in the past few days.
all right.
Like your boots.
Oh yes,
These boots, these aren't new boots.
I'm sure you heard of it.
They look nice.
Sorry, when possible. could I-
Generally, you say I like your boots when you've noticed something new, but I've had these boots
I'm
before.
very tired, man.
Go the fuck to sleep. I don't. You are not helpful on this
I
tour.
was sleeping the whole boat ride, man.
Whatever you do, leave the guild before you become a senior. It'll take you a long time. Don't worry. You'll have a couple year buffer, I'm sure, to make that call. Because it's. Look at me. They haven't slept in like 7
Whatever you
weeks.
say.
So
Dude, I've been asleep. I've been asleep.
this just leads over there. I should have mentioned. I'm sure you. Right, just leads over there. Right.
This goes to the senior house.
That just goes over there. We could have just taken that in retrospect, but the portals make. I can't remember. Do the portals make new people feel queasy, or is it just
Yeah.
they do? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they can make you feel queasy if you have
You're
a.
not used to it.
If you have a good stomach and, I mean, you are at sea, so maybe if you're used to seasickness, you'd probably feel okay, but if you're not, you're fucked. We'll go to the training area here.
Arena.
Alright.
The hell is,
Whoa.
oh, there's actual, okay. More construction has been done here as well.
There's a lot.
Wow, that is,
How could they get so much done in like?
it's weird. I've been tasked with giving you this tour, and I don't know half the fucking locations I need to show you. Let's go look at this cool tent building over here. I definitely know what this is.
Maybe medical or
Right, probably medical. That would make sense. And over there is another cool building that I'm sure has useful things. And oh, it looks like a logging place, maybe? Yeah. Where we cut the firewood. And shit like that. Okay. Yep, in here looks like medical. Yep. If you get hurt or die or go here.
Or die? I don't think they need medical once they die, Zach.
I mean, we have a
Also,
necromancer.
weapons. Okay.
We have two, don't we?
Don't worry. If you die, we'll be sure to bring you back and use you to fight the good fight. But here's that's a wooden, that's wood goes in there. Wood burning doesn't matter. It's not relevant. A mill. Fucking mill. And over this way, we have, it looks to be some sort of training area. And Jotnar is climbing a fucking tree right now. That tree is going to break. Holy shit. Okay.
What is that?
He's swinging tree to tree.
Oh, holy shit, Jotnar. Jotnar! We won't have a forest after this.
I saw him fling himself one tree to another.
Oh.
He's just climbing, man.
He's going fucking full monkey mode. Alright.
Having a good time.
He's having a great time.
Right.
Look at him go.
Over here, training dummies. Take your peek. You can punch these if you want.
Look, Kane's back.
What's up there?
Hi, Kane.
Wow, there appears to be prison cells up here. If you do anything wrong, I'm putting you in this. There's one for each of you. Don't fuck up.
I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
And your first night here, you have to sleep in the hay pen, just so you know.
I'm Earhart, by the way. May I know your name?
Part of the training.
Holly, a pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you, Holly.
Okay.
Alright.
If you need any,
That's better than
if
what
you
I
need any
slept,
healing or any
actually.
medicinal work done, I'm the person you tend to people.
I'm glad you're here, Mono.
I never introduced myself. Sorry.
Sorry, I read it before, but I'm
Holly.
focused.
Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian. I think I said my name to you before, but
I might have missed it. There's a lot going on. Anyway, you best not keep him waiting.
Right, yeah, sorry, I'm distracted by Jotnar.
He just climbed to
having
another
his
tree.
fun.
Oh, yeah, he's swinging himself tree to tree.
Just don't get involved and he won't hurt you.
Hurt? What?
We're going to be going to the library next.
Did you tell him about Team Windmill's camp?
I don't even know who the fuck Team Windmill is, let alone that they have a camp.
It's over there. That's the one that the
Right.
Monkey Man's a part of.
Yeah, Jotnar is a part of Team Windmill, apparently, and he's over there. Or, well,
Yeah.
it's a camp. I don't know.
Look at him
I didn't know
go.
they had a camp. I don't know why they... Yes,
We can go look at it.
No, we don't need to. I have to hurry up. We're gonna...
It looks really cool.
They can look at it on their free time. We're going to the
What?
green area, green portal. And here's gonna be the
Hopefully I'll get used to this.
library and other assorted places.
Okay, didn't quite get used to it yet.
There's camp there, barn there. There's a cave system over there. You should go in there if you want to die. Another hay thing there.
Library.
I have no idea what this is, but I'm sure it has some sort of important significance to the world we're in.
Or it's just there to be
Probably. I mean, would someone really... Actually, I wouldn't put it past people to put effort and magic into something to look pretty.
Up there's the library. I used to have a really, really cool home up there.
In the library, okay?
And then they tore it down and
Oh,
built
what
this
happened
this
to it?
library. They just tore it down one day,
It's a meeting.
and they gave me a little home in a gated community.
I gotta go find more.
I'm still upset.
Wouldn't they have given you a warning?
Nope. I left, and then I came back, and my home was gone, and they moved all my books, and I'm I don't want to talk about it anymore. Just go check out the library as I... It's fine.
I mean, sometimes newer is better than.
It was
older.
good before the way
I
it
don't know.
was. They changed it. They didn't... Life is pain and misery sometimes. You'll learn that here. But don't worry, the library is great. It has so many books you can look at. You can read all day if you want. Oh, you know, not. Obviously, I do. I should have stated beforehand, I am a lead researcher who is a senior member here on his own business. So I take my books and my space very seriously. I also have books that won't be in this library if you're ever looking for something. Just make sure you have a good reason and that I can trust you with it to not harm the book in any way. Holy shit, these steps. Library is pretty nice. What? Oh, he's... Okay, there's another member there. Senior. There's food up here now. That's interesting. Sorry, I haven't come up here in a while because I'm upset. That is a lot of bread. That is a lot of bread. Like a lot of bread. I don't know what that is burning in there. Are you alright? Are you enjoying?
Will you be done with your tour?
That was basically it. If you two want to just scram off and go wherever you want, now you can. Probably seek out Fenrir or someone else in charge again to ask about actually officializing yourself as recruits before the end of the day. I'm sure he has some paperwork for you to fill out, and don't worry, they don't brand you until you become a member.
Whoever designed this.
That wasn't a joke.
Well, thank you for the information.
They really
How
do
may
that.
I refer to you?
My name is Zacharias Asclepios. Just call me Zacharias, or however you feel. I don't really care. Formalities don't bother me much.
Very well.
While I'm here, at least.
Well, I suppose we should head off then.
Asclepius.
Asclepios. And you call me Sir or Mr. Asclepios, remember?
Mr. Asclepios. Got it.
Better.
Hey, we're here about the Curie situation, the curse by a devil. Has there
Right.
ever been any update on that?
I thought it was a mold, a curse.
'Cause it's
I mean,
getting
yeah, it was a
worse.
curse by a devil. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you told us.
Right. Well,
Show him your back.
back.
Yeah, it's
That doesn't
this-
look very
this
good.
Mark has been getting
Right, the mark, yes.
brighter red.
Getting brighter red. Well, that's obviously
Yeah.
no good. I'll see what I can come up with, if I can come up with something. I may have plenty of my own research and knowledge to look towards, but that doesn't mean I'm going to have an answer for this, unfortunately. Just hope for the best that I will. And keep doing your own part. Don't rely on me. I can't guarantee you I'll be
Alright.
able to find anything.
Perfect.
I've been looking for a while,
Great.
whenever I have the time. There hasn't been anything yet. Otherwise, I would have told you.
I have another question.
Yes.
What do you know about the Fey Realm and potentially getting there? Anything?
Why are you trying to get to the Fey Realm?
Daniel, I hate to be the
You
bearer
know?
of bad news, but that kid's probably dead by now.
Akiro.
You can't know that for sure, though, so there's a chance she's okay.
And there's a bigger chance she's not.
Well, I'm willing to take that chance.
I'll let you know when I have time.
Got it.
Just don't be foolish and don't try and get your hopes up that you can do something that would be literally impossible For whatever reason it may be.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good, I guess. I guess that's everything. Anybody else have anything they want to ask Mr. Asclepios?
I don't think so. I just came up here because you guys were walking up.
I like what you've done with the place here. It's nice.
I take no credit for this. I want no involvement in this library. Even if it does have nice books.
Yeah, it's not quite as nice as the old one.
It's nice.
That was blown up for some reason.
Yeah, they tore down my
I'll
fucking
make sure to come
house.
back up here to
It made me
pick up.
live in the little village.
Am I
I
still
still have
able
my
to come up
books.
here for books, or do you have it closed off?
You doing okay?
These books, as far as I'm aware, are public. My own books and my own personal books are kept somewhere safe.
All right. I just wanted to make sure these ones were available.
Yes, this is a public library for the guild, as far as I'm aware. So, fret not.
Okay, good to know.
Maybe you should go to bed. You're feeling that sleepy?
All right.
We
Zacharias.
should probably go,
Yes.
Daniel.
Long time.
Well,
Has it?
yeah, I guess it seems like a meeting of the senior minds
Yes.
over here. So I'll
It's been a long
leave
time
it
since
to
I've
it,
seen
but
you, at least.
Has it really? I don't even know. Who are you?
I'm Kenji, but I don't expect you to remember me. We've had very little interaction in the past.
Come on.
this going down should be easier.
Your shirt seems familiar, but that's about it.
To the members of Team Beacon, the Sandystone is going
Either way.
I'm glad my shirt made an impression on you, at least.
Yes. It's weird.
Anyway, you'll find. I'm sure you both found the letter I left in your particular areas. Me and Akira, right?
What letter? I didn't get told about this.
We're already talking about things beforehand.
Refresh me.
I think.
Get it over with.
Oh, it's just a letter saying how.
Lean on me. Lean on.
Okay. It's just a letter saying how things kind of went awry in
I guess that's easier.
this last mission, and the fact that things have gotten so out of hand. I think we might need to take a more active role in what's going on with the recruits.
I mean, possibly, yes, after what's happened. After what we've heard, what happened there. Has anyone
Fall up the stairs?
spoken to people
Or are you
directly?
just still tired from everything that's happened?
I
Yeah,
believe
just a little sore
Akiro
from
did.
Right,
He
you
spoke
went
to
there,
Holly
didn't
and
you?
got her account of things.
I didn't. I got Holly's side of the story. She's clear.
Good.
Weren't you there, Aristotle?
Yes, please tell us your side of the story.
They're about to pass out. I don't think they even have a coherent memory right now. Unfortunately, they are useless at the moment. I
Are
imagine,
you okay?
assuming they've been medically checked out, time on the boat hasn't served them well. Alright, please,
Tired.
you're being useless right now up here with us. Until you feel...
What do you guys need?
We're discussing the events of what happened while you were away.
Oh,
At
fucking
the place you were
assassins
away.
Everywhere, man.
Do you need to lay down?
Me and no, I'm good. Me and Miu were up in the Coliseum and we saw Claus like being chased by fucking guards or something. And we just saw a bunch of ladies flying around as well. It was super weird. But basically Claus was dragging the guard bodies over by the Coliseum for some fucking reason. He started like looting them apparently.
Are you fucking serious? He was looting the dead gods? Did he kill them?
Yeah, so no.
He didn't even kill
I
them.
think the only death was because of Bardos.
Bardas did have something to do with it. And I'm aware. Did you fight any of the gods? I've heard conflicting interests
No.
about it. But I'm sure Miyu
I
did,
didn't
correct?
fight any guards.
I'm sure Miyu did. We don't even need a second thought about that.
Then that's where our second problem lies.
Let's figure out who did what. You can confirm you just saw Klaus looting gods and dragging bodies?
Yeah, and then he decided that he was gonna book it and we found him, or later, the next day.
Right, is he the one...
But
Did he change his
he
appearance?
apparently dyed his hair.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering who that was, but it sounded like him, so I was just making sure. Right.
But Isaac, Kiri, and Holly, they didn't really do anything. Holly healed a guard, but that's really it.
Good, good. At least we have some, hopefully, positive notes from this. God fucking damn it.
Daniel was
Okay.
in the middle of a fight when it was happening, so...
Right, because he was there for the tournament. Okay.
Makes sense. So, as our most senior member, what do you think we should do?
Well, I don't think execution's an option, unfortunately.
That was a weird jump straight thought.
Staying within the lines of the guild. What team is Klaus a part of? Team Beacon went on that mission, right? So I assume he's part of that. Team on that specific note. Obviously. So this was during a time where Daniel, the team leader, correct, was busy with his fight. I believe you said.
He was focused on other things. And
He was doing what he was there for.
Is,
No, I'm just trying to make sure Daniel
how
can't
big
be
his
blamed
team
for
is,
this.
That's what I was saying. His team is
Yeah.
pretty big, and Daniel has a good spirit and good heart, but he's not ready to lead a team of that size.
Who was second in command during this that could have stopped this? Obviously, yes, Daniel was leader, but he was not available,
That's the other
so
thing.
someone else should have been in
I don't
command.
believe there was a second in command.
Right. Nobody to pick up the slack when he was unavailable. Well, we need to talk to Daniel then. If he didn't assign someone, then that is what I see punishment worthy on his end. If he did not assign someone to keep track of his team while he was in the fight, that is a failship on his part. Klaus,
I'd also
however...
want to speak to Daniel about maybe slimming his team down a bit.
Me wasn't on his team, correct, but still went, so that was another problem. He had an extra member. Was that the only extra person who went?
It was me and just Mia, so...
You're a senior, you were watching over, that's fine.
Yeah.
Why were you two on that mission to begin with?
I was tasked with watching Kiri, and Miu had to go, so... Because Kiri has
Why did
a
Miu have to
corpse
go?
in. She needs to be kept under eye.
Miu could have stayed
Well,
here. Unfortunately, they chose to go, and honestly, I disagreed with the decision as well. So, we'll do our investigation.
Isn't our primary person of interest, what'd you say his name was? The one
Klaus.
dragging bodies? Yeah.
We
so,
should focus
I
on
mean,
punishment for Klaus first, come up with something else for Mia later, bring in Daniel and tell him what he needs to change.
If somebody could go bring Daniel here, that would be helpful. Any volunteers to go find him?
Okay.
While we continue to
Okay.
discuss.
You wanna do it? Are you sure?
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm good. Yeah.
you're wobbling.
Don't take your time. We do need to get this sorted, but yes.
I'll get him. It's okay, Zach.
If Daniel was unable to provide a second in command, then obviously he'll face some form of punishment. Probably a demotion.
That seems a bit extreme.
I mean, I would suggest physical punishment, but that would seem more extreme. He needs to learn his lesson. If he failed in his part as a leader on one of his first missions out, then he does not deserve to be the leader of that team, at least for now. And there has to be someone more capable, such as even Holly, right? You said they were one of the good ones. Somebody has to be more capable on that team if he failed to do that. If he did provide a second in command and they failed, then we'll go to even more extreme measures.
Holly is an incredibly capable individual, however, I don't believe she's set up to lead. She tends to keep to herself a lot.
Right.
And from personal experience, she's overworked too.
I can imagine being one of the sane people on a team of somewhat insane from what I'm fucking hearing. Based on the reports we've heard, the reputation of the fucking guild is slashed. At least, partially.
At least partially. If we can seemingly shift the blame to possibly someone else or just a group entirely, then we might be able to save face here.
I mentioned
But it is pretty
assassins.
scary.
Of course, we could try and, outside of the guild, we could try and shift the blame entirely onto those assassins through tactics of manipulation and controlling the media and what gets out there, spreading word.
Somebody talk to Fenrir?
But if that gets out, then we look even worse.
Our best bet would be to find the individuals responsible within the guild and make a public showing of it.
As harsh as that seems, I agree.
Obviously, we don't want to lose members, recruits, or seniors. But it's a difficult call. I don't think... How do we feel about team-wide punishment? Punish the entire team, make a show of that. At least, I feel some form of punishment should be spread among them.
To see what their handler might say.
Fana's talking to Team Beacon. Oh,
Oh.
I couldn't get them.
Well, Fenrir will probably make a decision, but us as administrators, I feel, should still make our own. As that's what we're here for.
I think
Somewhat.
Fenrir alone can dish out a team-wide punishment. We should focus on the single people who caused
Right.
this catastrophe.
So what are we talking? Extradition?
No.
Physical punishment?
I don't think we should lose a member of the guild. But if Klaus isn't to be trusted on the team, he should be removed from his team. If Daniel isn't capable to be a leader, he should be removed as leader. If someone else failed some other part, they should be punished accordingly for their failure.
Can you lay down? I'm good. You're wobbling.
Klaus, you said he looted and dragged bodies.
Apparently he looted, yeah. And he was
Then
dragging
it's
bodies
very fitting we
when
take
you
away
saw
his
from the
things.
window.
We could bar him from expeditions at least once. Next time there's a mission, he's not allowed to go on it.
I mean, possibly. But that would just make the team less capable as a whole, would be my concern. And then they would need to bring in a replacement.
No, I agree.
Maybe some kind of ethical training?
Obviously, yes, there needs to be training, right. He needs to learn from this. We need to figure out why he did that, as you said, and then we can figure it out. From there... Once we figure out the group responsible, we can theorize more and more and decide how we think this should be handled, and then we can go to Fenrir and make sure it's all in the clear.
In that case, should we approach Klaus?
We should approach Daniel first as the team leader and get his side, and then once we've confirmed what he knows, we can approach Klaus. We should probably make sure we're all under jurisdiction to actually do this, though.
I don't see
As far
why
as
we
I know,
wouldn't be.
Surf is their handler. And I think where Miss Marie was supposed to be Daniel's trainer, I think. Before Akiro.
Is there anyone responsible for Klaus's actions besides the team itself and Daniel? Anyone who can be held accountable for what he did? If he did?
It would just be Klaus, I would imagine.
Yeah, I know, Mana. That's why I'm also saying that. We don't want to bar him from roleplay. We just need to punish him because consequences have actions in RP. And when you be fucking stupid, you get a fucking stupid punishment. Well, we should probably speak to Fenrir next and just make sure we're all in the clear for this. I'll return shortly. I can move quickly. I'll just tell him that we're discussing what to do about this in the library if he doesn't know already. Does he know?
Oh,
No, I didn't
yeah,
slip
they
a
know
letter
that
under
we're
his
in the
door.
library. They know we're in the library.
I'll tell Fenrir we want to talk to him as well.
He's at they're his house.
They're at his house? Alright. I'll return shortly.
In the meantime, maybe you should like lay on a table or something.
This portal doesn't fucking work. Let me. I'm going to gather Fenrir to meet us in the library to discuss things. Do you know if he's still at his house?
I think he's. I don't know. I haven't seen him leave. I know he had a meeting.
Sorry, just walked out on them.
And then there was this
That is
one
true.
deal with a few passerbys that bought
Could it be that guy?
No, he was the one that
Hey,
told
you
us
can't.
to-
Don't run. Come back.
He's a senior member. Why are
What's
you...
wrong?
They need help.
What do you need? I need to gather Fenrir. Do you know if he's in there?
Still trying to look for Fenrir.
Great, okay.
We were
said-
just checking, Sam. We did not see him.
He was meeting with Team Beacon, but I need to gather him so we can discuss how we're going to punish people.
Punish people, what?
Over the murders and the deaths and the looting and the bodies.
About something.
I don't know where the fuck he lives. The fuck is he?
Do you pay rent for your shop?
my rent, my shop is commonly done during, in the windmill, which I currently reside, given to me by the guild house.
Where the fuck is he?
Actually, since
I have no idea where he
saw it,
is.
then it should be fine. I mean, Zacharias.
Excuse me, do you know where Fenrir is and the rest of Team Beacon?
I have no idea, sir. Sorry.
It's alright, I'll keep looking. I'll go check the library again. Maybe I missed them and they happened to come here as soon as I left. I couldn't find them.
They moved.
Like, I actually have no idea where they are. I checked the house that I thought was Fenrir's, but maybe he moved because there was nobody there.
The Fenn's house is like right behind the windmill.
Behind the windmill. Okay. Right. The other one's
Like,
Jameson's
you know
place,
the
isn't
path
it?
going to the beach? The
Right,
path going to the
okay.
beach, it's that one house that branches.
I'll be right back. I'm so ingrained as Murtesh that every time I see a mushroom in a map, I'm thinking I should be terrified of it.
Follow him. Oh. I don't know.
Right, there it is.
Relatively.
The envoy
why?
was. The envoy was
Is
quite
Fenrir in there?
interested in them.
Yes.
Is
Yes,
Daniel
we
with
confirmed
him?
Daniel right now.
Right. We've been discussing
yes.
things as well as seniors. I'm going to need to speak with Fenrir, all of us are. The library, and then we'll need to speak with Daniel and some of the rest of you to figure things out.
All right.
Hopefully Fenrir doesn't make any
But first,
rash, helpful decisions.
he's wounded, and I'll help so.
Nothing
But anyway,
really.
Daniel is wounded, so you should check on him first.
I don't know if Fenrir is
Yeah,
planning
of
on doing
course.
anything at the moment, but we are actually planning on actively dishing out punishment for what's transpired as soon as we figure out what's actually transpired, which is why we're going to talk with Fenrir first.
Fenrir has already given us community service.
Community service isn't the
One
punishment
thing.
you'll be given, which is why I'm going to talk with Fenrir.
I see.
Fenrir, when you have a moment, us seniors in the library would like to talk with you specifically about the events that have transpired and how it needs to be dealt with.
Okay.
After we talk with you, we'll be talking to a couple individuals as soon as we get your okay. Just want to make sure what we're doing is all right with you.
I don't know much about why this is here.
What a fucking mess I've created.
Any other suggestions?
Make yourself a bit known in the guild.
Alright.
See if meet some people. See if you can get a team. Oh, hey, wait, never mind. There he is right now. Why don't you ask him?
No, wonderful.
This is unrelated.
Must be the recruits. Yeah.
Yes, we are, sir. I am Erhard. It is a pleasure to meet you.
My name's Adrian.
Sonnenberger.
Oh.
No. Apologies, I should have allowed both of you to go first. I am the head administrator of the guild, Fenrir Sonnenberger. Do you have any questions about specific things when it comes to either magical studies, or if you would like to know more about the guild's history or how to advance in the guilds very easily, then you may leave a letter at my door and I will visit you at any time that I am free. Besides
all right.
that, it would be best to get the lay of the land from your fellow recruits or the newly christened members.
All right. Thank you so much for explaining.
Yes, we appreciate this.
Of course.
We will be on our way then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hope to see you soon.
You shall.
Right. Now that we have the moment alone. So just to state first, I've already told you we're dishing out a team-wide punishment of community service, correct? At least that's what they mentioned out front.
30 days, no missions until further notice, community service without payment. So yes.
Right. That works as a
That
team-wide
is the beginning
punishment.
of their punishment.
However, we were
Yes,
discussing
it does.
individual punishments needing to be taken after actions have happened.
More serious.
Individual punishment should be dealt with the team leader.
Well, there's
Right,
complications.
which we're going to, but we wanted to ask you if that was A, a part of our jurisdiction, and B, if the ideas that we have would work.
It would indeed be part of your jurisdiction, as you are higher-ranking members of the guild.
Good.
You all have your place here. If you would like to make their community service deal with your whatever it is you do here, then that would be most preferable and helpful towards our punishment of them.
Right.
But extra is going to be for you all to decide, I suppose.
Perfect. Well, I can start with a couple of points that we need to discuss. Are you aware that Klaus was looting and dragging bodies that had been assumedly already killed?
There were reports of that, yes, and that was what I took into consideration.
Right.
Part of a big one of them on their court date, or their court proceeding, that is.
Right. Well, we've obviously had Ari here confirm, yes, the dragging bodies and looting did in fact happen. And Klaus did that. Ari, snap, 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 wake up. Who was Klaus with when he did the looting and dragging?
Bardis.
He was with Bardis, so Bardis can mostly be excused. He's not mindless, but he is simple and a construct. He just follows orders, right?
This is already facing the threat of decommissioning already, so it doesn't change very
Right.
much in that situation.
So he can be excused. There's no way he had any part in some of this, from what I understand right now. He's just someone who was put in the wrong...
Two people.
Well, yes, okay. But again, he's a construct. He does give some slack in my eyes there. He's not a person. His actions are held accountable differently. Not even sure why I'm saying he's. I should be using it's. But
However, if a construct like that is going to prove to cause more problems, at least in the future, then either construct should be put down or kept somewhere else.
or put
Away from
in the charge of different people who
places
won't
that
lead it
cause
astray.
It's definitely a factor. Currently, I am not going to force Daniel to give up control over Bardis, or his master status as it is. I would like to see how they recover from this.
Right. I understand that. However, one particular point, this looting happened while Daniel was preoccupied in the tournament, the thing they went there for primarily. The question is, Daniel, I feel, can only be held accountable for the actions of the team, as he should be if he provided a second-in-command who did not follow up on his orders, at which point they would receive the failure of commanding. However, we need to figure out from Daniel if he provided the second-in-command or not, because if he did not, then I feel he will need some more severe punishment.
And that will be your choice, if ever that shall be. you give me a moment, I would like to express my disappointment in general right now, as it is not just the mission that has proven to be quite a nuisance to the guild, it is recent actions as a whole, thievery and murder of rats. I mean, come on. Someone ripped the head of
Right.
a rat
Yeah,
off in
that,
front of a bunch of people.
that did happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of you were unprepared for such a thing. As senior members, I expect a lot from you. One of these things is to be able to be prepared for things like this.
I didn't even know it happened until way
Things
after.
have been really lax. I understand. I'm not going to put this blame solely on you, but I'm sure that one of you must have known about this kind of occurrence before it happened. All of you have been walking around, all of you have been talking with one another, have been in on the conversations, as you should, as senior members. Be connected with the other members as well. But making sure that events like this don't occur is paramount. You have the equipment that you may need for such occasions. And if not, you can always look for it. Our provisions would provide something. Something like this should not happen again.
I'm in
Especially
agreement.
if one of you is to become the next administrator. Being able to predict something bad to happen and taking precautions against it is exactly what we need for an administrator.
You're right.
And for good general sense.
I'm in agreement.
Leadership.
Exactly why we'd be taking very strict precautionary measures in that case against what's happened, as you have now told us to do so.
Indeed. For the most part, I'll be stepping back as a public figure of the guild. I think this would be this is needed for now. There are many things that are going on, and of course I can help the situation, especially with the way that things are heading, but I think it would be fruitful for everyone to do so themselves, instead of relying on me or Jameson to do so.
I have an idea.
You all have a reputation that is still growing. And these members, these recruits, are just starting there. Help each other, guide the younger ones, so that we can continue to operate without government interference. Because as soon as they deem that we are unfit to operate independently, many of the things that we consider quality of life are going to be taken away. It'll be much harder to live, higher taxes to be paid, direct influence, and anything and everything will be taken into account.
I know how I'm gonna punish Klaus now.
Even the small things that you may not share publicly. Keep this in mind as you work with them. You work with these recruits and these new members, because there is so much for them to do. They must be better than they are now.
Right. Well, I feel like you've essentially given us as much information as we need, and we'll continue our way to dishing out what we feel is best.
Good. Now, was there anything else?
Not for me.
When I was hired, I
So-
was tasked to take care of a single person. This has spread way, way farther than I could have imagined. I'm not saying that we aren't at fault for not being able to be everywhere at once. But for at least some of the people who have been busy, I'd ask that you cut us a little slack.
Well, if I wasn't cutting you slack, then there would be punishment for you as well.
Fair enough.
Simple as that, I suppose.
Simple as that.
I'm not trying to say that you're doing a terrible job. We just need to do better, Finn.
Right.
Was there anything else?
That's all. As far as I'm concerned, that's all. So, I'm sure you have business to attend to. We won't keep you here. We'll continue to discuss. I have some ideas in mind for how we can figure things out.
Good. If you need anything, leave a letter at my door, and I will
Will
come
do.
to you whenever I'm available. I'd really like it if I could just... There we go.
What? You got this. You're doing great. Alright. We have full permission to take any precautionary measures, like he said, so we don't have that rat incident again. I would argue we've already failed at taking precautionary measures as well by letting some people even go on that mission. So, precautionary measures. First thing that comes to mind. Klaus. Looting and stealing. We take one of his hands off.
Wait. Can't meme him, Zach.
Remember what you
How
said
about we just agree
the-
to a finger?
That works for me.
Remember what you said about making it so
We can't meme
people will
him,
be kind of
guys.
useless in battle?
He's not combative
Then,
anyway.
You know, permanent.
I don't even know what he does, but I know he's not combative.
I just don't.
You're
think
right.
we're-
Losing an
If we remove a single finger, then he still remains as useful as he would be. He's just down a digit. He can't count to 10 anymore.
I just
If he were to
don't
lose
think
a
we
whole
can
hand, then that'd make him
maim
a bit
people
more.
and physically alter them purposefully. It just sets a bad precedent.
If somebody, listen to me. If somebody fails as a leader, they're demoted. If somebody chokes on some solid food, they're only allowed to eat liquid. If somebody steals and robs dead people, you take away the way that the action happened.
I understand, but shouldn't there be an expectation of I don't know, some sort of leniency in regard
Why
to
don't
this?
we
I
just
just feel
teach
like
Claus morals?
that. I feel like
He can
you
still learn
only have
morals
the
of a pinky
classroom, and if it
missing.
continues- I just feel like if we give him a class first and teach him, you know, maybe
Are we suggesting that he hasn't been taught anything before? That he's somehow managed to get to this guild learning nothing about how the world works and how you shouldn't be fucking grave robbing people that aren't even in the fucking ground yet? It's pathetic.
I'm saying there's a reason why it's a profession, Zacharias. That's all I'm saying.
Why don't we give him a choice?
It's an underground profession. Okay, what are the choices?
He can renounce his position at the guild, officially, leave for his actions at driving us into the ground like this, or he can willingly give up his finger. How does that sound? And we don't have to maim him, he can just maim himself. There's an expectation of common sense here.
I agree, but a lot of these people are coming in off the street with no prior knowledge of what is to be.
Then we're at fault for letting them go out there.
That they have to learn that. They have to learn that we at the guild do not take actions like this lightly.
I don't disagree, but I think physically altering someone permanently might be a step.
It's not like we're cutting off their leg or cutting off their hands.
I'll agree. The hand thing was a bit too far, but it was just an idea to get this conversation going. It would be considerably more useless if he lost an entire hand. But like you've said, a finger means
and it's
nothing.
a good visual reminder. Next time he sees a body, he'll look at his hand and think, maybe I shouldn't loot this man even though he's already dead. What do my team think? Instead of drilling it into a mind that could easily forget it.
Well, if I'm vetoed, I'm vetoed. I'm not going to argue against it too long, especially since I'm probably the youngest in terms of being a senior, the shortest time spent. But I do think maybe there are other alternatives before we get to physically, altering a person. I do think there could be more options. I won't argue it very long, though.
I think the thing you need to think about here.
You have a good heart. I understand not wanting to harm anybody as punishment.
You do brand people.
I thought of the same thing. But sometimes, if you want to set an example, or if you want to make sure somebody never does that action again, you resort to drastic measures.
Understandable.
Could just drive a sword through his hand. That would heal at least, and it'd leave a pretty nasty scar. We don't want to cut a finger. Still be physically maiming, but it wouldn't be removing something. I'm down for that as well.
Wouldn't be taking...
I think one thing to note, the reality of the situation is that, as Fenrir has now put it...
Drive a sword through his hand.
Yes.
Sorry, continue.
Well,
I'll say what I was saying later.
If we are, no matter what we do, Fenrir has now set the precedent that we have to take precautionary measures against the recruits and the members here. As we have higher rank, we have the jurisdiction, and if we do not take these precautionary measures to make sure these things don't happen again at any means necessary, then we are at fault, and we will not be here.
Yeah. However, if we focus on dealing out punishment as if it's to save our own skin, then are we good leaders at all?
Better than most. But you're right.
I disagree. Our actions should be to focus on the betterment of both of ourselves and the guild. The people that we are supposed to protect. Now, I do agree that saving face might be a good idea in some times. However, if we just do this to protect ourselves, you're not helping the members that we are trying to protect in the first place.
It's a matter of doing both.
Agreed.
The balance.
Yeah.
So, for Klaus, let's again talk to Daniel. I'd suggest at least a temporary demotion of rank if he did not do the proper precautionary measures himself while there.
In terms of Klaus, instead of driving a sword through one hand, he had to use two hands to drag those bodies. Sword through both of his hands, at least a small one, perhaps a rapier. It'll heal quickly. We won't have to cut off anyone's fingers or remove their usefulness, as you can still operate with a hole in your hand if you stab in the right place. Don't go too high.
Still giving them the option?
Yes, we'll give him the option of leaving the guild
we
or
will be
have a
giving him
sword
option.
through his hands. Or we could just go for the dominant hand.
Dominant hand would suffice.
Seems like more work to have to do it through both hands. And also a little bit more cruel, probably. So, dominant hand, one hand.
Give him that option.
The choice. Dominant hand, one hand, or leave the guild. Give him that offer. If he chooses it, he can either do it himself or we can do it to him.
Okay.
Whichever he feels is better.
First we confront Daniel, right?
First we talk to Daniel and just make sure. Of course, if Daniel can provide us good reason to not give classes punishment, we can discuss that. However,
Daniel's going to try to do anything to protect his team.
and we'll just save mentioning the punishment for after we talk to him.
Certainly can't think of one myself.
Right. If you want to stay here, I can go get Daniel.
I'll come with
Okay,
you.
up to you. Alright.
Daniel's my student. I should at least have some responsibility.
Good.
With a reroll, you got a 1.
I think Ari's dying in the corner.
Come in there, Aristotle?
I'm gonna knock them out.
Yeah.
It's a matter of finding out where they are. I don't know if Holly deserves a reward. At least I'll have that punishment. 30 days community service. It's better than nothing.
Better
And
than nothing, though I do feel it's a little unjust for people who literally did nothing.
I think team-wide punishments can be useful in the right case. Hopefully, they'll have enough conscience, the ones who did the actions, to regret it seeing their teammates punished because of their actions. I think that's the idea, at least. It's not like we'll be
We can
stabbing a
at
sword
least
through
make things
everyone's
a little
hands.
easier for those not involved. True, but if we can make things a little easier for those who weren't involved, then it'll be weight off of our shoulders as well. It's not my say. We'll check a few places. Let's check the arena first.
Right.
If they're not
You
in the
guys have
town.
cinder stones, right?
Shit, do I?
I do
Probably.
not.
I don't know. Probably in my
You
house.
probably do. I don't. I don't believe.
I'm sure we can get you
don't.
one.
Okay.
Almost certain we have spare,
Get
but...
you one, then.
Right.
Alright.
Either way, along with this, I will also add, don't mention the punishment until we're sure. Don't mention any punishments outside of private places, and don't talk in public. A lot of talking about private matters in public seems to happen here. So,
You good, Aristotle?
Yeah. I'm good.
Someone go knock them out.
alright. What's your name again? Blue
Oh.
shirt?
What the Kenji? Is he throwing up blood?
Get them the medical, please, Kenji. Get Ari to medical. We'll handle this part.
He's covered in blood, though. Oh,
Please get them the medical. They're throwing up blood everywhere. Oh my god.
What? What do you mean?
Do your job.
What do you? We're in
I
the
missed
same.
the
We're the same
portal.
rank.
Yes.
Well,
Hmm.
so you're trying to figure out whether or not to trade with us or something?
That is
Oh, no.
precisely
I
it.
know.
You are very smart. You are very observant.
Yeah, well, we went on the tournament and there's a misunderstanding with some assassins killing some guards, but we helped the prince and we cleared. We found them and we found out who hired them and whatnot, and that's what happened.
All right, very good.
Oh,
Yes.
hey.
They're very good at
Sorry, gotta
fixing
go.
problems when they occur.
Hey, what's up?
I'm very
Okay,
proud.
goodbye.
Anyway, I'm sure you
All
have
right.
people to talk to and business to attend to and whatnot, right? So, I do hope that you will consider a trade in the future, as the guild is very interested.
Oh, understandable. Oh, okay, there he goes. Ooh, so many people here.
They're trying to fix the thing with the
Door open.
I told Jameson about what's going on with your chest. I'm
Hi, I'm
thinking
coming
since
down.
it was the same blade that Mew was struck with, we can heal it the same way.
Oh.
It puts back.
Did you lose the arm yet, Miu?
What caused that?
Like Jameson was describing to us, the blade left the outer portions.
Okay.
The blade left the outer skin perfectly intact, but the inner bits were all disconnected and just damaged, as if they'd been cut.
Oh.
So that's what
guess-
we're thinking might have happened here. And
I
a
guess that makes
combination with the
sense.
magic, a combination with your magic cancer would describe
Just
pain as
open my
well.
hand slowly.
Have you
Oh.
helped Aristotle yet?
Good job.
Who's Aristotle?
I have not
Short,
been
white hair?
informed of anyone else who was injured.
He and I were both fighting the person with the magic blades.
You good?
So
I
he,
don't
he
think
got cut
so.
up good too. I'm pretty sure I saw him get cut.
Aristotle's being taken to medical right now, as they started throwing up blood.
Oh. That sounds a little bit more urgent.
Medical. I forgot that he had an infirmary.
Yeah, maybe go help Aristotle first.
At least I think they were throwing up
if
blood.
I-
It looked bad. I walked away.
Yeah,
I can take one
If
of
you'd
them
like.
with me.
good for you.
I need Daniel
Let's go check on. What do you need me for?
to discuss. Are you injured right now, Daniel? Are you not able to handle a conversation that's very important? Holy shit, these fucking stairs.
I should be good.
Y'all having a hard time going down the stairs?
This building's too fucking small.
Hard time.
Alright, Daniel, we'll talk outside where it's
Daniel,
less
gonna-
fucking
at the
cramped. Okay.
Daniel, they're actually going. I don't know if we want to go over here, but they're actually going over to help. It's fine. Let's just we'll head to the infirmary. It's probably a good idea.
Alright, Daniel.
Yeah.
Very good.
Hi.
Are you free or are you injured? Because if you are not injured and needing
I
immediate
mean-
medical attention, then we have
I'm not
something.
throwing up blood
only doing-
injured.
He needs medical.
He's only doing this. Well because I gave him medication should numb it.
Right.
A herbal
Well,
remedy of my own design.
we need to have an
You
important
need to talk
private
to me in the
discussion
tent, I guess.
with Daniel
Oh,
regarding,
private.
yes, regarding what's
If
happened.
it's all right,
Okay.
Zacharias, if I can fix this real quick first and then send him right away. I don't know how long that numbing medication's going to last, and I can assure
If
you
it
there'll
won't
be
take
no
you the
use
rest
to
of
you
the
if
night,
you-
I'm sure we can wait. I'll just go tell the others.
Of course
As
not.
long as
I
we
wish
get
I
him
could wait
soon.
as long.
It's very important before we dish out any
will keep-
punishments to anyone else that we talk with you.
Of course,
Okay,
I
yeah,
won't keep your
that's
time.
great.
Let's hurry.
Thank you. Where's the medical tent
There's
at?
one person I don't want to keep waiting. It's
it's-
Zacharias.
If I remember, it was right outside the arena.
Yes, it's outside the arena.
Okay.
Zacharias showed it.
Is
everything all right?
They weren't at the. Apparently, they weren't actually at the infirmary. So.
Oh, wait.
Right. Medical. Outside the arena is medical. In the tent. Through the red.
People are hurt. We're going to fix them.
They already know, don't worry.
Alright.
They already know. I've told them.
Why
before.
are people hurt?
That's
I'm
what
not
I'm trying
sure.
to figure out.
Not everybody came back
First
quite
thing to do is
all peachy from this expedition they were on, unfortunately. Injuries were sustained that are now just coming to light. It tends to happen when people aren't experienced in certain type of wounds, or people... it just happens, unfortunately. It's being dealt with.
I wish I would be able to help, but I'm
Fine.
not all too good with.
Those people, I'm sure they'll handle themselves. Okay.
Where should?
They will live.
How's the,
Does anyone have a suggestion on
trainer?
where to? Oh,
No, I'm just wondering how that trading is
Never
doing. A
mind.
suggestion on
Never
what?
where to? How to figure out magic a bit more. Or at least get some pointers before actually going to Fenrir about it.
You can read some basic books in the library if you want. So I would say none of us are in that space right now, so feel free to go in there and grab a basic book on magic or whatever you want to learn. I'm sure it's in there, as long as it's basic and...
All right, thank you for the pointer.
All right, I'm going to go check out the injured. Who are you looking for?
The necromancer.
Who? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not involved. I keep walking away from people when they're talking to me. So funny.
Hey, are you busy?
And please try not to move.
I'm just watching.
Yeah, do you know this guy's name? You know this guy's name?
I need to concentrate. This is a lot.
Fuck if I know.
See?
Kenji.
No one knows. I'm on the
Do you know this
network.
guy's name?
A very thin.
What? Why would you tell him?
Oh, wait, were we
Yeah, well, this
hiding
guy
it?
owes me a fucking whole wash.
God,
He owes
Kenji,
me.
you owe him
He owes money.
a whole wash.
Show up on him. Oh my
You owe me a
God,
whole
this
wash,
is
dude.
ridiculous.
So,
This is
Premium, by the way. Premium, by the way.
You better give him his
This
premium
can't be
wash.
that fucking.
You rolled an 8.
Yep.
Zoldos,
This is genuine
Let's
fur,
talk
bro.
about this outside. Let's talk about this
This
outside.
is genuine fur, bro.
I don't know what would happen.
At most,
Don't you understand?
So it's going to be very
Five
stable.
Stretch
It's
out
not going to be very
amongst the
stable.
upper part of your body towards where the wounds are taking place. They would
I need to
start
guide you a little bit, alright?
line themselves into
yeah.
the wounds, fixing them and closing them up.
No problem, Reese. That's a lot of blood. Hey, listen.
Upon doing so,
Yeah. It's blood all over you.
Are you done playing? I mean, it's fine, I guess.
Hmm?
That's something that's hard to break. Come with me about this.
Bodice. For the record. I understand what you are, so don't worry. You'll be alright, for my eyes.
Okay.
Everything alright? At least we got that one solidified, huh?
Hey, no,
Yeah.
look to that.
Good to know for next time, hopefully.
I'll make sure to train more often, especially now that I'm older.
Enter.
Zoldos, you have already shown you're quite talented in necromancy. You have already learned.
What do you need, the busy?
Technique of
For now,
necromancy.
You asking about my
We wanted to observe the performance of the necromancy healing
There should
of one of the patients.
Sure, just feel free to stand there and be quiet.
I should tell
Don't get too
you that
close.
my studies have shown progress into construction of the undead.
Alright,
Still here.
let's go. I guess we'll
Feel
clean
that?
this back up. But I think it'd be best if we didn't put back all your armor. It's extra strain, especially since I'm still new with the stitching.
I can't.
You can have like an
It's 5
undershirt.
gold.
I'll hold it.
Yeah.
I can take
I
it,
know.
but I think it'd be better if you didn't have that extra weight.
Aristotle has been healed, but
I'm just saying, man.
Alright. Oh, there you are. Oh, shit. Where is he? There you are. What the fuck's your name again?
Sorry, my
Oh, you're alright.
Akiro.
Akiro. Well, Akiro, Daniel's currently being treated, apparently. He also had injuries that were not present, well, known. They were present, just under the surface,
Who's
I guess.
treating him?
I believe Holly is currently in the infirmary. Have you seen the infirmary? The new one they built?
I have not, no.
It's outside the arena in a tent. But they're treating him there, along with Kiri being treated by the necromancer we have here.
Are we still having the
like
talk
way
with
taller.
Daniel?
Due to the amount of blood.
Really
Soldos, whenever you're able
This
to
guy's
do
got like
another
crazy hair.
necromancy seminar, please tell me, so we can tell
Of
Jameson.
course.
Okay, let's go.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check in on this person I carried.
If you excuse me.
Oh.
You have
You
unlocked.
okay?
Yeah, good as
A
new,
little
thanks
spill.
to the amazing Holly.
That was a bit extra.
I'm a little worn out. That took a lot of energy,
I'll
but
ensure that you get your blood.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
glad
I
it
need
worked.
some milk. Or like a
And we won't
electrolyte
be
drink.
doing any more healing. Daniel, we need to talk.
Oh,
Oh,
Kieran.
great.
Still unconscious.
I have
With
his. I have his.
Zacharias?
Have been mended.
I
Yes.
have his things with me. Is it all right if I come with?
Just keep his things with you.
You may set them down.
I would like to see.
Or set them down.
Fine,
again.
I
Trust you,
see.
okay? Just don't
I
let
promise
any
nothing will
tiny
happen to it.
green creatures take it and then hold it random.
You better not keep them waiting. Don't worry. I won't let anything happen.
It's better we just do it with him alone, so. Any secondary input on this conversation would make things difficult.
Hey,
Come on.
buddy. Could you? I love you, buddy, but I need to have a private conversation. Could you guys
I'll take care of him.
follow
Yeah.
Holly's orders?
Right.
She's when I'm gone.
Clowns
she's
will
in
take care
command.
about us. I'm
Alright.
sure that'll go over well.
Alright.
Oh, you could just
Could just what? Sorry, I missed that.
climb the mountain. We were right next to it. This was fine.
It's fair. It's possible there might be someone in here, but we can tell him to leave. I suggested he go here. I do see someone up there. 2 people up there. Alright, well, let's just not talk up there. Let's just talk down here. Come on.
Okay.
We'll go over here by the fire.
Oh boy.
So, Daniel, we have a couple questions about what's happened at the expedition.
Yep.
If you'd like me to lead Akira, I can.
Please do.
First of all, the point of the expedition, correct, was for you to go to that tournament and participate. And obviously,
Yeah, it
things
sure
went
was.
awry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as leader, tell me, before your fight, what did you do?
Before my fight, we all said I found them in the place. Well, when we got off the boat, we went shopping. I bought a book or 2, and we went to the arena. They all sat down, and then I went to wait underground with the rest of the contestants.
So, you did not assign a secondary in charge for while you were busy?
Holly, I don't want to. I mean, I did. I said when I'm gone, listen to Holly because she's co-captain. Well, vice captain, that one.
So
But
Holly is the
it was
second in
honestly-
command.
She's not to blame for anything that happened though, because you can't really expect what happened to happen.
And tell me exactly what happened from your perspective then.
After my fight, after I murdered an old man, I was a bit distraught, so I went to check on my team, and then I found that Klaus and Bardis were not there. I asked where they were up to, and they said that they had gotten into trouble with some guards, so I went outside to see what was going on, and I found them, along with Aristotle and Miu, covered in blood with a bunch of guard bodies and guards pointing guns at them.
Are you aware of the actions Klaus took?
Yes, he moved some guard bodies. I still haven't had the chance to talk to him. about
He didn't
exactly
want to
everything.
remove them. He also looted
What
their
else?
bodies.
He was stealing from these freshly killed gods.
Did he say that?
We've gotten confirmation from Ari that's
We
what
have
happened.
multiple eyewitnesses.
Gotcha. Okay.
Of course, we'll be speaking with him as well. Make sure everything lines up.
And you were not made aware of this fact until this moment, that he was looting bodies?
Yeah, nobody told me that.
Interesting. And you're 100% certain Holly was in charge when you were in the fight, as this is when those actions took place.
I can't be 100% certain because I'm gonna be honest. I was a bit nervous
Did
for
you
the
explicitly
tournament.
say that Holly was in charge before going in?
I can't remember my exact words. I
All
feel
right.
like, I mean, I've talked to her beforehand, and I told everybody beforehand that
This
she's second in
conversation is
command.
of private matters. You two need to leave.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. Be on your
It's all
way.
good.
This will be over shortly. All right. But you've said before your team is aware Holly is vice captain, so therefore it is presumed they would know that when you are away, Holly is in charge, and especially when you are in that fight, Holly is in charge.
Yeah, well, I mean, we never really had her do anything before, so I don't know. It's never been in effect before, so I guess that would have been the first time, which is why it might have been a bit of a transition issue.
Possibly. All right.
This changes a few things.
This does alter some things, however, it's fine. We'll just have to talk to Holly next.
It's more on me for not enforcing it more often and making it aware. I think it only really came up one time.
If the team was aware of who was in charge while you were in there, that's all we really needed to know. That changes how punishments are going to be dealt out. Because you guys have already been given your team-wide punishment, however, personal punishments are in order. So that future actions don't take place.
At the end of the day, it should fall on my shoulders. They shouldn't be punished for everything, especially not Curie or Isaac, and not even Bardis really.
You're right. The only one of that group we've heard things about has been Bardis, so no worries there, and I've already said that I know what Bardis is. Unfortunately.
Yep, I mean, he's got something in common with us.
It's just the matter of fact that you are the one who is in master of Bardis, I believe Fenrir put it.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, when you were in the fight, the tournament, who was in control of Bardis?
I honestly don't know. I remember telling somebody to look after him so he didn't follow me, but I can't remember who I said.
Was it Klaus?
So it's probably on me. I can't remember.
When you were in the fight, reports do say Bardis was with Klaus.
Yeah, he was with Klaus when I found him, so at least at that point, they were together. I don't know anything beforehand.
Right, another thing to confirm. Do you have any more questions for Daniel before we let him go?
I think I've had everything that I've needed to hear.
Great. We'll be talking with Holly next.
It's not, it's not, again, it's not anything on Holly. I didn't enforce it beforehand, and it's just...
We understand. You don't need to keep...
who could expect what happened to happen?
Whatever you say here won't change what we're thinking right now. So, go on your way. Don't talk to Holly until we do. We're about to go talk to her anyway. Just don't go seek her out to try and inform her of things, because we will know. We don't want... We're trying to have these conversations as unbiasedly as possible.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. Well.
Right. You can be on your way.
Please talk to me before you make any kind of decisions.
We'll inform you before we do things. Yes. As you are the team captain at this moment. I'm sorry, Kira. I'm sure that wasn't what you wanted to hear. Like you said yourself.
It really wasn't. On the other hand,
they're not the captaining
we have
type.
to be fair. Truth be told, I don't even know if they know that they were assigned as TS.
Well, that's what we'll ask them. We'll ask them what their position is within the team. And lead into it. If they say it, they say it. If they don't, then we just ask them directly. And if they say yes, then they're aware.
Shall we go get them?
Yes, that would be a good idea. Another key detail to figure out would be once again, if Klaus is aware they were the person in charge, and two, if he disobeyed any orders by doing what he did, but minor details in what we've already decided punishments for most.
I'll be telling Daniel.
Yes, we'll tell him how we're going to punish. Yes, we'll tell him how we're going to punish Klaus as soon as we're finalized.
I see.
We're just looking for you.
We've gotten new information. We have to talk to Holly now.
Holly was supposedly the vice
supposed
captain.
To be the second in command.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, right this way. Also.
Shit. I keep doing that. Fuck. Every single time. There's so many times where somebody's saying something to me, but as soon as I start moving, yeah, and then I miss it because I hear the words as I'm mid-transportation.
Gotcha. This is Reese. He's another senior member.
Yes, we've met. I mean, you haven't, actually.
Oh.
I have not.
Great. Is Holly still at medical or somewhere else?
I didn't see her there anymore now.
Okay.
We were just in medical up in Aristotle.
Let's find her quickly.
I'll check. Oh, I see ya.
Good. Excuse me, Holly.
Oh. Yes.
We're looking to have a word with you very quickly.
Looking for you.
Oh, great.
Of course.
Yeah. Won't take too long.
Just finalizing some things about our information today. If you'd like to come with us, Holly, we'll head to the library area.
Yeah, can you like...
It should be quick. Just a couple questions about things. We're going through several members of Team Beacon on the expedition today.
Yeah, of course.
Depending on how this goes, you should be the second to last person we'll need to talk to.
All right.
Oh, that's a little gross. Okay.
Should have told Daniel I had his stuff.
It's fine. Great.
It's in my house, so if he needs it, just look in there.
You can do without his stuff for a bit.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're going to start quickly. Again, do you want me to... Are you fine with me starting us off?
What is your role in Team Beacon?
Mainly just a healer. And Daniel also put me second in charge, but
there it is.
Didn't take into effect during everything that happened.
How come it didn't take into effect?
Because he was there.
During his fight, he wasn't.
I'm only putting second in fight? Oh, no. He usually just tells me when I'm in charge, though.
So you didn't consider
Did he
that...
not tell you when you were in charge during the fight?
I don't think so. Not that I remember, at least.
So, you did not, therefore, consider, when he was out of commission in the fight, that you would fill that role as the second in command? As...
Oh, I did actually. I did consider it, of course, and I did my best to keep everything in line, but he wasn't, whenever he was in the fight, we were actually around him watching. We didn't leave the arena, I don't think, often during that fight.
You didn't keep track
Everything
of who was with
happened
you?
after it. No, I did. Actually, everyone was around other than Bardis, who we were with. He was
Bardis and Klaus were absent during Daniel's fight.
right. I believe they were outside of the
So
arena.
everybody wasn't with you? Like you just said they were?
I mean, Bardis and Klaus went outside because we didn't want to have Bardis watch Daniel fight, because since they're connected, Bardis gets relatively angry when he sees Bardis gets angry when he sees Daniel getting injured. So that's why we left, or that's why they left, excuse me.
Right.
So I was in there with Isaac, Kiri, and I believe those other two people, but I don't recall them being a part of our group, so therefore they weren't my concern.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
No, that'll be all.
All right. Thank you for talking with us. You may go. We'll discuss.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
So she's supposed to be the second in command?
Yes. Second in command, vice captain. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Akira.
We have to do what we have to do.
We'll have to work out a punishment for that then. They didn't keep track of the team when they were there. They first stated that Daniel did not put them in charge. However, immediately afterward, they said that they had put thought into it, meaning they had already considered it. It hadn't just slipped their mind.
Meaning that they knew they were in charge. Or at least they knew that they should have been in charge.
Well, to be fair, it also means that they never made it official. So the team wouldn't have listened to her anyway until an official consensus was born.
Again, common sense is to be expected. When the team leader is unavailable, the second in command is who you look to. If they failed at that, then...
Correct, though. Daniel didn't explicitly state that Holly was in charge, but again, common sense seems to not run too far into that team.
No, we'll have to drone that into their community service over the next 30 days. Give them some basic team training, I say. I think... I can't put... It sounds like the blame goes all the way around this entire thing, so I'm not sure direct punishment should be given to Holly unless... other than just a warning.
A warning and possibly a lesson in how to lead.
They all need to learn
And
to
Daniel should probably make it more official.
understand team ranks.
Actually
Yes.
come out with his team and say, you know, she's the second in command.
They need to get their ranks in order, first and foremost. I don't think Daniel should be demoted, as we discussed potentially earlier, as I don't feel he was at much fault other than not explicitly stating that she was in command when he normally does that. That was a fault on his part. Sounds like they were relying on that. However, Holly had already considered that they might have been in charge and taken that into account. So at least it doesn't make a difference from her. She seems to have not kept track of where everybody was, at least by her memory. And Klaus and Bardis were outside, so that Bardis wouldn't watch the fight, but instead they looted bodies and dragged them around. And supposedly, Bardis proceeded to, at some point, kill the guardsmen. At least one, I've heard. Over reports, but I don't know how many exactly. Again, Bardis is a construct.
That's unfortunate.
I'm giving him some slack there, depending on how much you consider that. A person who can be held accountable for their actions, or if you hold the master accountable, that's something we need to consider for Bardis.
Are we treating him as though he's a construct? A mere weapon to be pointed at and told go kill? Or are we treating him as an actual living, or not living, but, you know, a being?
Well,
that
as a
can
construct, if
understand?
you did point and tell him to go kill, for Daniel, he would. There would be no
How
question
do you
about
punish
it.
a dog who's been bad?
You don't. You punish the owner.
Hmm.
And you train the dog.
Hmm.
At least in this case.
Let's speak with Klaus. If we can find him.
Are you giving him his ultimatum now?
We should talk.
Two talks change anything.
No. We'll talk with Klaus. We're not going to give him the ultimatum of his punishment. Have you informed Ricia of the...
Minorly. If anybody feels like giving him more of a clip note or something,
I'll give a quick note. Basically, Klaus, along with Bardis, but Klaus was dragging the dead guardsmen around that they found, looting their corpses. So, our punishment for him is he can either take a sword through his hand as a mark, scar, and reminder, or he can leave the guild. That's what we have in mind. So.
Sounds good to me.
Very well.
And that was after we talked about more extreme options. But this seems to be the most fair. We're going to go talk with Klaus.
Talk them down from...
And we're not going to inform him of our decision yet because we need to inform Daniel first of what we're doing.
Understood.
And, on another part about this, I would be personally wanting more punishment towards Daniel regarding him being the master of Bardis. However, Fenrir has specifically vetoed that option, and I'm okay with that. As he wants Daniel to learn.
We do whatever he says.
They might be in the home right now, possibly. I'll check quickly. It's right here. I'll just look inside. Anyone in there? Knock, knock. I don't hear anything. Nobody responded. I didn't hear any shuffling inside. Possibly, actually.
He just ran off.
Oh, he's right there. So we're looking for Klaus right now. Let's go ask over here as well. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Oh, sorry, I was just leaving a note
Right.
on Fenrir's door.
Fine. Do you happen to know if Klaus is around? We're trying to finish up our due diligence of the day.
I just saw somebody coming out the woods that way.
Go check it out.
Can you go check and see if that was him?
He might be with I can't remember his name. What's the rock golem?
Bardis, yes.
He might be with him.
The construct.
Bardis.
More made of metal now than anything else.
Made of metal?
I'm pretty sure he's made of metal. He used to be made of rock.
I thought he was
Not
made
by
of
the dogs.
junk or something.
Alright. Kenji went to go check out somewhere else. I told him to check out. There they are. Great. Perfect.
Oh, there he is.
Back to the library with them then, as soon as we can grab them. The model does look really good.
A little bit. What the hell?
All right.
Okay, strange. Elementals just roaming. Perfect timing.
Do you happen to know where Daniel is so we can send Bardis there?
No, the first time, the last time I saw Daniel was with you.
Right. I don't know where he went from there.
I can use the sending stone if you want.
No, it's fine. Oh, Holly.
All right.
Holly.
Come on, boss. We have to drop that crystal. Come on.
Yeah.
Bardis is staying here.
Bardis.
I'm gonna fetch good money.
Klaus.
Do we have to stay?
No, Klaus, you're going to be coming with us. Can Bardis stay with Holly until they can return to Daniel? Because we don't know where Daniel is.
I do, actually. Daniel's back over near the training area. I can take Bardis to him.
Please take Bardis there. We're going to have a conversation with Klaus.
Yeah.
Come along,
Kira,
Klaus.
real quick.
Yeah.
Have you eaten anything all day?
We did not get a confirmation of the looting from...
Is it just gonna be the two of us?
No, they'll be here. All of them should be, at least.
I think I might have lost Reese. I'll go.
Where's Akira as well?
Reese. I'll be right back. Akira Akira and Holly were having a quick chat. I'll grab them.
Oh, there they are. They're here. Don't worry.
Oh, never mind. No need.
All right. Good. It's good. The day is getting over now, and I'd like to have this sorted out in the next couple minutes. Klaus, if you could please make sure they don't come over here, Kenji.
I got you.
Just be slow, you know, tell them we're doing some business over here. Klaus, we're going to recount some events. We just want to make sure we have things from your side of the perspective. We've gone to other people already from your team, quite a few of them. We're just going down the line. You should be the last person we need to talk to about things, just to make sure and see where you're standing. Of course, we expect full honesty in this. Now, regarding the tournament fight, Daniel went in for his fight. Are you aware of who is in charge when Daniel is not?
Holly.
Correct. So you are aware that were you aware in the moment, and did you consider that when Daniel was in the fight, Holly was acting as the team captain, as the vice captain and second in command?
Yeah.
Good. Making sure. Damn. Now, please explain to me what happened after you left the arena. Can you tell me why you weren't in the arena during the fight, from your perspective?
Because, sure, it's easy enough. Because Daniel was about to fight, and we were worried that another person put in Daniel would have caused Bardus to go on a rampage. So we decided to get Bardus out of the arena.
Right. Now please continue to inform me about what occurred after you had left the arena.
Sure. I was just distracting Bardus when I noticed two women executing guards. It was a massacre. It wasn't really a fight. I went there to check if they were still alive, but unfortunately no one was breathing. So I rushed to the barracks, and no one was there, strangely. I went back to the scene, and more guards appeared. Of course, they suspected me for the murder. We were in a good position, though. We didn't have any weapons that could inflict those kind of wounds. And we were, of course, cooperative. After being left with a guard, Morse went patrolling to search the area and were murdered mysteriously. This time, but by an unseen force. And of course, the guard with me quickly followed. I was sure they were targeting the guards because I was unarmed and they didn't touch me. They only killed them. Of course, me and Bardus, I was giving orders to Bardus. I was told to avoid trouble, and by the time I also had met with Miu, but refused to go back to the arena. I wanted to catch at least one of the assassins. And we almost did. We actually almost caught one of them. We found them slaughtering more guards, single-handedly this time. We almost got her, but she managed to run away. And I tried to save a guard, but my medical skills are...
You're fine.
A joke.
Regarding...
And that's when the things went down.
I believe they went down well before that.
Because you see... Yes, but we could still have handled them in a way. We hadn't committed any murder or any crime by that time. At that point, more guards arrived. It was me, Bartus, Miu, and Ari. We were fine. We were cooperating. We were accepting all the terms the guards gave us. But at some point, they started arguing with Miu. And Bartus, I guess he thought that was some sort of attack, and hit a guard on the head.
Right.
And of course, things escalated.
Bartus hitting someone on the head generally won't end well.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It could still be considered an incident. Ooh.
You're right. You're practically and literally glowing.
Sorry. I enhanced myself to get myself back here
Sure.
faster.
That's fine. Right.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's all the details I need on that. And I want you to understand something before this conversation ends. There are several actions that the guild takes very seriously when not part of a mission. And among themselves, especially, the guild does not tolerate lying to higher-ups or to each other. The guild does not tolerate crime against what a mission entails. So please, just confirm for me, you did not skip any details you think we might be asking about in your story.
Yeah.
All right. Klaus, before the end of the night, we'll be talking to you one more time, very, very importantly. But out of courtesy, we're going to be talking to your team leader first, so please make sure you're around. Is that understood?
Yeah. Alright.
Great. You can be on your way.
Alright.
Right.
So, how'd it go?
Well,
Either two things just happened. Either somebody got their information wrong, or we were just lied to.
he specifically... What he said could have been dragging the bodies around. However, he specifically cut out any part about searching the bodies. He made no mention of searching. He said he checked if they were alive. So nothing even there can be interpreted as pickpocketing or looting the bodies. So either he lied to, or Ari was incorrect. So let's get confirmation from Ari, if we can.
I think Aristotle's out unconscious at the moment. Could double check, but last time I left him, he was unconscious in the bed.
I'm willing to trust what he said, what Ari said specifically. As they are a senior, and it sounds like they were keeping watch. They would not. The only reason I'm giving it any amount of doubt is simply because of the injured, almost unconscious state. However, that doesn't seem like something that they would, even in that state, just randomly throw out that he was looting bodies. So, if we can, let's get another confirmation from Ari.
We do have to consider that there is a chance that Ari might have been wrong.
Right.
We saw a situation happen that didn't.
If we can get another witness to the event, that would also...
We ask.
Well, we just ask Ari. If Ari is certain of it, we're taking Ari's word for it. We're seniors here,
Okay.
and we can trust them.
I can go check and see if Ari's awake.
Is Bardis capable of any actual speech? If we ask Bardis if they saw
Bardis is capable of
anything
speech,
happen,
but
if anything was taken from a body, then at least we can have the word of the brute.
that's fair. And I'm sure you're probably thinking about Mew. I'll handle that myself. As it sounds like they were one of the people that has escalated things the most in this situation. That's my responsibility.
Very well.
Understood.
So, let's find Ari. And then, as soon as we find Ari and confirm things, we'll tell Daniel the punishment we're going to give, and then we'll retrieve class one more time to enact the punishment. And he can pick which one he's taking.
Very well.
It is getting late, so...
Where did Holly say Daniel was again? By the training area, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's the last thing I heard.
I think, as well, waiting maybe until tomorrow or the next couple days, maybe 3 days from now, whenever, 2 days from now, whenever we've had more time to just settle, we can discuss the alterations to the group punishment, such as actually learning how commanding ranks work and listening to them. He teleported. He went... Let's go. Shit. It's alright.
I think he touched the portal when he sent me
I
through,
noticed, that's why I was saying let's go through. Alright, well,
Okay.
we have a plan then, if no one is in disagreement, of course.
Well, that works for me.
We taking this to tomorrow? We should at least tell Daniel our idea, and then we can use
Yes.
that as wrapping up.
Right. Yes, I think we might handle the punishment a different day then. At least let's get our judgment
Still,
confirmed.
We should probably not mention that bit to Daniel, because he might skew
Right.
the side of the truth if he knows.
It's either we tell Daniel and we do it tonight, or we don't tell Daniel and we tell him when we plan to do it. As it is getting really late.
Yeah. A lot of people will probably go to bed around this hour.
Let's wait for tomorrow.
Let's wait for the next day we're available. Perfect. Let's confirm things with Ari if they are at medical and awake. That'll be our last action of the night.
Let me in.
Shit. Fuck.
That's fine.
This is the most organized the seniors have ever been.
Zacharias.
Yes.
Aristotle was looking for you.
Right, I'm looking for them. Where are they?
They had made a recovery, and I believe they're over there where Daniel is.
Perfect.
In the
Mia, we need to talk later.
Oh, okay.
Chaos maybe, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh,
I could try.
Why is there blood on my mouth?
I don't know, but it's disgusting.
You were cut by a magic blade that
Alright.
also cut me, and then we both kind of suffered some internal injuries from it.
Oh,
Some of us. Alright.
Here,
Thank you for that.
you have a cloth to wipe that off?
Of course.
I appreciate it.
I might be in
We'll just
bed
borrow
by
the
time
medical
we
tent.
get back to the house.
Yes, that's fine.
So,
I'll see you around.
good night.
Honestly? So, I will say, Mia, we've decided that with how late it's getting, it'd probably be best to hold off official punishment for anything that's been done until tomorrow. Or in the next couple days when we are free. However, we do want to just confirm things with you. Back of the tent here. Now, as you said earlier, just want to confirm exactly what you saw Klaus doing with no uncertainty. So please.
He was dragging bodies from the wherever they dropped to a little area that looked kind of like a guard's
Another
post, but it
discussion?
wasn't.
All right.
Sorry.
What else?
And then I think that they got caught looting them because Miyu got in trouble as soon as she got there too, because they thought she was
Think.
looting them as well.
Well, you know.
Yeah. I got there a few seconds after Miyu because she threw herself out a fucking window.
Right, so you're saying Mew would know if they were looting.
A little more than me, yeah.
But you still believe they were caught looting? Why do you believe that?
Because the guard said so.
The gods said they were looting. It's a shame they all fucking died then, isn't it? Alright.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Mew myself and get a confirmation. And if so, we'll move forward. Otherwise, what did you want to talk to me about?
What?
I was told you were looking for me. By the
I
necromancer.
just remember seeing you guys in the library, and then suddenly I'm in here.
You were around for a while after the library, and I don't know what you're talking about. You were conscious for a while. Did you lose your memories? Oh shit. Alright, well.
I never caught your name, by the way.
Stay safe.
Prince Akira.
What's up, Prince? Where did Mew go?
Not very good with names.
What's going on with the show?
He's fine.
That's not. Never mind.
Fine.
Hello.
Bushy.
Where is
Hello.
Mew? I'm gonna go find them.
They were last in the central of all the houses. I saw them talking to Ian. Yep.
I'll be faster if I just do this without the others. I'll just go quickly and talk to people. Mew. What happened? Oh my god.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You needed to talk to me.
Come with me. Right.
I don't need the boom fucking bullshit doing foaming around those noises.
What?
Sorry. There was weird noises coming from your house earlier.
Okay. Sure, I'll investigate that. Fine. Come on.
They sounded very concerning. So I left.
Is Fenrir in my house playing with my fingers again? God fucking damn it. I told him not to do it without me.
I'm losing my mind
He's so
today.
he's so impatient, isn't he?
I don't. What the fuck? Today's just been all one joke.
All right. Well, the conversation we're about to have is not a joke. What?
Oh, okay. Let me get this out real quick. Then Daniel rubbed Ein's belly, and then Ein rubbed.
I gotta have a talk.
Daniel's belly. So now
I gotta have a talk with Ein later. I can't fucking see a thing in here. Holy shit, it's dark.
It's to the left. It's to the left.
There's lights up here, right?
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll say yeah.
Oh, thank fucking God. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, there we go. I can see. Even with night vision, this is I need to increase my visuals. There you
Like
go.
the
I guess.
Elephas Bay, some more candles.
Do some light downstairs, especially on the stairs. Can't see shit.
Yeah,
Tripped and
you
fell.
Pull over this chair that's down here.
Pitch black. Jesus.
It is pitch black. I couldn't get up. Even with night vision, I couldn't get up.
All right. Well, we'll be quick about this. Well, I'll be as quick as I can be. Just need to confirm something. We've already decided punishment for it, but we just need to figure out if it's true and get a second opinion, and possibly a third even. But from you, supposedly you were first on the scene during the fight. What were you doing? Daniel's
First
fight.
on the scene during the...
Outside.
While that was happening, me and Aristotle were up at the top area where everyone was watched. Like, there was some weird figure in a window, which I think turned out to be the assassins later on. But
Right.
there was a figure in the window, so we went to investigate it. We just sat there because nothing happened. They jumped off or something. Who knows where they went? By the time we got up there, they were gone. And we watched the fight from there, and it just looked like two people fighting. And then I looked out the window at some point. I don't think it was during Daniel's fight. I think it was after his fight. It was during the third fight, I think. I looked out the window and saw just a pile of bodies.
Okay, well, specifically, during Daniel's fight, I've been informed there was an incident regarding Klaus and Bardas. Can you please inform me of what happened there?
Oh. I don't know what happened during his fight.
Well, when you
I
discovered
saw them running around.
Klaus and Bardas the first time with bodies, can you please tell me what Klaus was doing?
He was dragging them. He said he was trying to get them to the guards or something, and I asked if he was fucking crazy or, hey, these people must need medical then if you're dragging them to the guards. So I checked over the bodies, and they're all brutally murdered. So I went off on him, and I said, what the fuck are you doing dragging around a bunch of dead bodies? Because nothing makes it more suspicious than doing that. You go get a guard and you say, hey, I found a dead body here.
Right.
Come with me. Look at it.
Do you suspect that he was doing something
you know,
more nefarious?
I don't know. I just think he's dumb. I'm
in agreement
I
there,
saw
but
him and Bardas. Bardas just goes along with anything, so I don't super blame Bardas. But
I know. You saw him in Bardis what?
It's I don't know what's going on with Klaus. I just saw just a bunch of dead bodies, and then he was trying to rationalize it with me, like, oh, this is the smart move, and I'm sitting here like, no, we're all about to get in trouble, and sure enough, here comes a guard pointing their gun at me because they think it's me because I'm a purple grape.
Did the gods say anything possibly about what they saw Klaus doing that you heard? Because I've heard reports they said something. From Ari's perspective, I just want to know what you heard.
I don't think I really heard anything about what he was specifically doing. I was kept away from most of it. There was anytime I was around guards that were actively in the scenario, they were just screaming at me because hostilities and stuff. I never really heard what Klaus did.
Right.
If he did anything other than drag around bodies.
Well, Ari has stated that someone called out Klaus for looting the bodies, which is our main point of contention and how we're going to punish him. I'm just trying to find a little bit more confirmation on that, because talking to Ari again, it's even in slight doubt.
Hi.
Hello, Ari. Are you alone?
Yeah.
Good. Alright. We're just trying to figure out if Klaus did or did not loot bodies. Because if he did, we have a punishment in mind. If he didn't, however, then we can't act forward with it, and we'll just have to punish others accordingly. However, we have to see fit. So.
I really don't know. I just saw him. He was doing something beforehand because he was getting chased around by guards before the pile of bodies. So I don't know what he did in that time.
Just need confirmation on if he was looting bodies or not. And then we can settle this. We've already said we're not acting on punishments tonight. It's far too late. It'll be in the next several days. Overall punishments.
It could have been a really easy trip.
Could have been a very easy trip. But it wasn't. So we're going to live with that fact. Now, it's something that we need to discuss, but if Klaus looted the bodies, we have a punishment. A choice for him that the other senior members and I decided on. We're not going to inform him yet. Please don't mention this to him, as we have not told him that we were told that he was looting bodies. So I think the next person to ask would be Bardis. As Bardis was there, Bardis would know if Klaus took anything off the bodies.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Just hard to get him to speak. Oh God.
That's all we need to figure out. As soon as we have that figured out, this can all be fucking settled. But precautionary measures must be taken to prevent actions from happening in the future. And I'm going to take whatever precautionary measures that I need to take. For both his, yours, and my sake, and everyone else that resides here. For the guild itself. We can't keep having mistakes like these happen. And I'm surely not going to let it, no matter how extreme I need to be.
Understood.
As you take a second, all of the day walkers, the ones who live in the sun, will start to yawn. So tired after a long day of either coming back from a long journey or scolding those who needed it. The night grows cold and lonely as the session comes to an end, at least the official one. If you would like to continue your conversations or you're not done yet, then please do so. But if you already have, then you are free to go or go to spawn.
Well.
If you are leaving right now, then please have a wonderful night.
Well, the way I see it right now, there's not much else I can do tonight. It's getting late. If you would do me a favor, Mew, figure out if he did loot those bodies, because trust me, if he did and he does not get punished for it, we are all worse off because of it.
Yeah.
Especially him. If it comes to light later down the line that he lied to us, because he specifically made no mention of messing with the bodies beyond trying to get them to the barracks, he said. So if it comes to light that he did loot the bodies and lied to us, I guarantee you his punishment will be far worse than it is right now. So, figure me out that information if you can. I would greatly appreciate it so things don't get farther out of hand. And we'll need to talk as well at some point. As I've been told, you may have escalated the situation. And I think there's no denying that you did that. I wouldn't even need to. I know who you are.
I did.
It's alright. But something to keep in mind. Be careful. Especially with the way you are now.
To be fair, she was the only one that listened after the fact.
Noted and very helpful, but...
I did do what I did, though. So, there's a punishment for it, and I accept it. I just need to get better with my temper.
There's one thing we're going to need to make clear in the shared punishment. Alongside that, is every single member of this team is going to learn the chain of command and learn to express that. Who's in charge when someone isn't available? Obviously, you're not on Team Beacon as far as I'm aware, unless things have changed. But still, you were involved in the mission. And things need to change. We were considering a demotion for Daniel, at least temporarily, but it sounds like he was not at full fault. As there was a second in command who fully knew they were second in command. However, the action still happened, and if Klaus did what he did it also fully knowing who was second in command, as he has confirmed for us that he knew at that moment in time that Holly was the second in command. So, we'll see. It was getting to the point where I was going to recommend no captain on that team and just pick someone else from a different team who's more capable to fill that role.
The teams are all falling apart.
It happens. They're all new. Nobody's good at the start, they only get good at the end. Like a book. With a twist ending. It's alright. I think things will be fine. Just need to sort them out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Daniel. The only thing he did wrong was... It sounds like there was... It's confusing, right? Because it sounds like there was a precedent that Daniel would inform Holly when they're in charge. And they've also... And Holly said that as well, and Daniel said that as well. However, then Holly also acknowledged that they were aware that when Daniel was in the fight, they should be in charge, but I can't say. They should have expected
one besides.
what happened outside to happen, so therefore I don't feel a punishment to Holly is necessary beyond just captaincy training for everybody involved if they need to take a leadership position. And basic fucking common sense as well. Jesus fucking Christ, don't drag bodies around. Don't loot bodies if you do.
I lost my mind at that.
Right.
As
Well, we'll see if we can get a confirmation on everything that Klaus did or did not do. Please keep me informed within the next couple of days, Mio. His punishment can wait as long as it takes until we get confirmation, but the longer it goes, the more extreme it will become, because right now it is not an extreme punishment, and it could very well be. Extreme in my eyes, at least.
I'll see what I can find out.
Right. I trust you. I say we all head off, do our own thing. I'll probably start studying.
Okay.
And back to my home.
Zach.
Yeah, sorry. What's the
Why
matter?
is there blood on my face?
Because you were vomiting blood earlier.
Also, Kenji was looking for you.
Alright. Go down the dark spiral staircase of doom.
Right?
There's the fucking door, Jesus Christ. I mean, by Lunara's blessing, I mean, fuck.
Well, it works, but I won't keep you anymore. I know you're like that.
Take care, Kane. Have a good night.
I don't know where he is, I'm just going to go to bed. It's probably a pull door. Oh, excuse me. Holy shit, I'm sorry. That was a fun session. See, I actually had things to do as a senior because the players fucked up so much and I got confirmation that we're basically professors who can dish out punishment. Yay. I think I would enjoy Professor RP. You know,